Welcome to your weekend focus, February the 8th and the 9th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you. Now we have Saturday is the 8th. That is our strength. Being courageous in our actions, in our words, perhaps. In our thought processes of where we can go, who we can become, what we can step into. If we add the numerology together for the 8th, it would come out to a 14, which is the Temperance card. Having more by having less. So tomorrow is the Sunday, the tomorrow of Saturday is our full moon. So it may be a beautiful time to think about cleaning out that attic, cleaning out that closet, straightening up the garage. Hello, Milo. Yes, you have to go down. He's so big. He's like my giant bear. Gentle giant. So walk with integrity for the 8 energy. The 14 energy is what we were on. Milo kind of threw me there. The 14 energy is, it's about realizing what's just clutter in your life and realizing what is value or has value in your life. And it could be environments. It could be complete environments. It could be a living space. It could be things that are around you. It could be people that are around you. It could be the kinds of activities that you have been partaking in. Absolutely. If we go 1 + 4, it's the 5. The adventure is on. So 5 is about travel. And tapping into your knowledge, knowing that you have that knowledge, that sage wisdom. Absolutely. Now on Sunday, February the 9th, we will have our full moon in Leo at 20 degrees. And our last full moon was at 20 degrees as well. So I didn't look ahead to see where it was, if it was going to be 20 degrees again, because our new moons have all been at 4 degrees as well. So the 22 + 0 is a 2. So Superman pose. Stand with your feet firmly planted. Put your hands on your hips. Look straight up. Feel that cape fluttering in the breeze, the wind in your hair, and imagine your day just going perfectly. Or imagine you taking the steps to step into that dream, that desire, that goal. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Oh, I didn't do February the 9th, did I? The 9 energy is the Hermit energy. So it's pulling within. It's a beautiful energy for full moon energy, pulling within and thinking about where we're at, what we have to work with, and how we are going to go forward, and where we want to take those steps, and how we are going to take those steps. So it could be strategizing a little bit. Absolutely. If we have the numerology of the day, it would be a 15. And 1 + 5 is a 6. So yes, the Devil card and then the Lover's card. Now, the Devil is there, it might be where you feel like I have this one deck, and it has the Devil with the Fool kind of on a puppet, those puppet strings with the crosses, the wood crosses and whatnot, and we're attached by the strings, and we're kind of the puppet. And so we play along, or we do things that go against our instincts, our wisdom, our intuition, for the sake of making other people happy or comfortable, or to get, we feel we need to do that in order to be accepted or loved in some way. And it's about cutting those strings. It's about cutting those cords when it's the Devil energy. It's about understanding that you can step into the liberation, the freedom. So, very much about following your gut, following your instincts. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. So, there almost a sense of honesty needs to be there. You with the world, but you with yourself, more importantly. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is making the strategy, making the plan. So the Hermit energy really plays well with the Emperor here. Is we need to sit down and really think about what we want to do, where we want to go, what we want to step into. And we also need to utilize this full moon to give us that clearing, what we need to clear in our life, the things that we feel anchored to, tied to, the things that don't allow us to step into that feeling of freedom or liberation, or that sense of balance, that sense of, allowing your creativity to flow, your inner expression to shine. To be different, to be unique, and to celebrate that. We have the Ace of Swords right next to the Emperor. Wow. The aha moment, the epiphany. So the Emperor came first, so it's really about strategy, making the plan, talking to people, getting information, learning experiences in order to really step into what we truly want. But the Ace of Swords here right after tells me that if we give ourselves that little bit of time to really think things through, we'll get that aha moment. We'll get that epiphany. We'll have that sense of clarity of how we can go forward. Or maybe it's completely, we'll get that epiphany of an invention or something very creative that, maybe to make money with. Or to make for gifts for everybody you know, or just to beautify your personal space. So the aha moment, the epiphany, the revelation. The Queen of Pentacles sits in the middle. The storm has passed. We sit there with a sense of knowing, a sense of confidence. So this weekend and going forward for about the next 2 weeks, we will have that sense of confidence. We will feel like the storm has passed. So is there a beautiful energy coming in here? I would have to think with Leo and Aquarius as being the signs that we are outgoing, that we are... like there's this surge of power that comes through us over the next 2 weeks. The angel sits next to us. Pay attention to your intuition, your gut feelings. Do what you know is what is right for you. And know that nobody can take your dream away unless you allow it. We have the King of Pentacles, thinking outside the box. Okay, our crown is actually a living vine there. So the growth, thinking outside the box, the new potential. Okay, I love the King of Pentacles because he has these wonderful, wild ideas how to make money. But he's a very educated risk taker. He thinks it through. He asks the questions. He does his research. He does his background work. He does his base work, and before he even moves the muscle. And then it's just pure delight. I mean, I imagine that sky being the very tip of this giant rainbow that we sit right under. So really tap into the experience over the next 2 weeks, but this weekend in particular, about, where we can grow, where we can forge ahead, how we can forge ahead. Each of us in our own unique way, in our own path. Some of us will be looking at health and well-being. Others will be looking at raising their spirituality. And some of you may be looking at your relationships and growing them. Some of you may be looking at job, career, starting your own business, your stature within the community, growing your friendships with other people. And for each of these things, there will be doors opening. But it's all about the strategy. It's all about the plan here. It's all about thinking before we act here. But do we act? I'm getting the surge of power, so I think at least we'll be very motivated in writing out the details of our plan or talking to people in order to get the information. Maybe you've always wanted to date somebody, so you build up the nerve to ask about that person to some people that they frequently talk to see what they're like. You're feeling out the waters. You're getting closer. You're making the move, but you're doing it with a sense of preparation. And we have the Three of Cups. Oh, get out there this weekend and have fun. Absolutely. And for the next 2 weeks, try and pick some moments away from your busy schedule to do just that. Have some fun, some laughter, some joy. Get together with friends and socialize, watch comedies, have a drink or two, dance a little bit, sing out loud. This could also be very good news coming in. So if you have been doing all of the legwork and all of the groundwork, you may get some amazing news that just moves you into exactly what you want to do, the path. An opportunity opens up. Maybe it's to learn, maybe it's to grow. Let's get our well-being cards here. So I would have to say this is a great energy for us to move past our procrastinations, our worries, our fears. It fell out, so we're taking it. We were all working towards our same goal. Joy. We all want to be happy. That came out, was it yesterday or the day before? Thursday, Friday? We all want joy in our life. We want happiness. We want peace of mind. The goal in life is to be happy, to enjoy. So if we're all working towards the same goal, joy, then yes, let's get together with some people and have some fun. And even if you don't feel like it, even if it's really, you got to push yourself. You really literally have to push yourself out the door. You've come up with every reason why you shouldn't attend or you shouldn't go or you shouldn't participate. But at the end of the day, I think it'll be a beautiful experience. It'll raise your energy. It'll bring out your confidence. It'll bring out your joy and everybody else is around you. And if we could start that chain reaction of events, of everybody feeling joy, I wonder what this world would be like if we could just do it for even an hour and all at the same time started giggling and laughing and skipping down the sidewalk. I wonder what would happen. Huh. Whether it seems like it or not, you're all working towards the same ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working. So, make sure it's a mirror of what you find joyful, you find happiness in. Maybe it's grabbing the paintbrushes and sitting in front of the easel. Maybe it's turning on the music full blast and singing at the top of your lungs. Maybe it's a craft you do, or gardening, or maybe it's just, cleaning your house is the most fantastic thing because it's so beautiful when you're done. You get so much joy out of how your house or your home looks, your living space looks once you've done it. And so how we find, but if you're cleaning your house, then get some other people over, or once you have it all nice and clean, get it dirty with a bunch of people coming over. You want to connect with others and feel their joy as well. You want it to to feed off of each other in a very positive way. So this weekend, especially, get out there and have some fun, have some laughs. We'll do an animal card, and of course, we will do the Journey of Love card for our full moon. Let's see what animal pops out here for us for our full moon in Leo. Look at this, stand up for yourself. Yeah, I think we're going to be strutting our stuff. I think we're going to feel very confident, very alive, very courageous. Follow your intuition, follow your sage wisdom, and listen to other people that come along your path that are trying to support you, trying to love you, trying to help you. Okay? Your family, your tribe, your clan, your people are not alone there. Even though it's stand up for yourself, you're not alone there. And look at you can't tell the difference between the two flamingos. We all put on our pants the exact same way. So don't look down at anybody. But, this is not a weekend to look up at anybody either. This is a time to look in the mirror and say, you are fantastic. You rock. Absolutely. Stand up for yourself. Power, visionary, heart chakra, assertiveness, water, and healing. Every time you don't follow your inner guidance, you feel a loss of energy, a loss of power, and a sense of spiritual deadness. So definitely follow your inner guidance this weekend and over the next 2 weeks as well. The color pink on the flamingo is symbolic of love in the heart chakra. Flamingo's legs are wiry but strong. The flamingo tells you that in matters of the heart, you are much stronger than you give yourself credit for. It's time for you to stand up for yourself with your head held high, and you don't have to hurt anyone's feelings. However, you may have hurt yourself or allowed others to hurt you, and it's been long enough. It's time to allow yourself to heal by being assertive and speaking your needs and concerns. So we may be a little direct. Especially with the Leo moon, we may be very direct. I don't think we'll ruffle any feathers, though. No pun intended. I think there's just a voice within us that comes out this weekend if we allow it. You can do it verbally or write it down, but know that you have the power as long as you name yourself the master of it. Take ownership of it. If you are going through something tough, reach out to your friends and family. Know that you have the ability to stand on your own 2 legs and survive after the dust has cleared. The energy of your life may be shaky, and it's causing people to act irrational, hide, scream, cry. Some might be even exiting your life. Then there's the ones who are entering your life and helping you with the future game plan called life. Let's get our Journey of Love cards here. So I think this full moon is going to give us this uplifting energy, or a surge, maybe a little surge of energy, a surge of power. We'll feel more capable, confident. Now, we are in the Mercury shadow, so, if you're going to say something, practice it first. Think about the words, what you want to say, and what you want the outcome to be after you've said your piece. I think with Leo, we could be a little bit more direct. I think Mars is in there too. I think Mars is, so we could be much more direct, and we could be much more wanting to go after goals and dreams and desires. We could feel that with the Mars energy. Absolutely. And I believe Mars is still in. I guess we should pick a card before we look at the book. Thinking, what page am I going to? I don't edit, so The Blood Dance, 42. Look at that, 6 energy, just like our full moon energy. It's a 6 energy. The Blood Dance. Well, let's find out what message it has for us. We'll read the poem first. Love's language speaks like sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true, and give emotions weight the scales do. Each tear releases more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. The heart craves life, and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting it go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationships with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close. It's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving that feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes, in our natural flow, it's easier to feel. Oh, you might want to see the picture? You think? Isn't it I love the dark, bold colors of this deck. It is easier to feel that divine presence than other times, yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to divine source, to all that is. And if you're experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and a part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connections shall return, with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel that you've been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. So you're always protected. You're always close to the divine. It's the very blood that pumps through your heart, your veins. I think with this weekend we will flow into the divine. Maybe over the next 2 weeks, this energy, hopefully it's nice and strong, and it just keeps us up and raised up and full of energy and wanting to tackle our dreams and our desires, and knowing that we must first, before anything, make the plan. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.